Welcome to Zen Fits, number 4, and the art of movies and Gestalt, the Gestalt way of knowing. The Gestalt. Do you know what that means? It used to be Gestalt psychology. Love that. It was, I think, Fritz Perl, and that was back in the 60s. But it was a psychological discovery or a way of knowing where perception sees the whole instead of the parts. You start with the whole and then break it down. But our culture starts with the parts and then arrives at the whole. See the difference? You start with, our culture is a thinking culture, the Western culture, the age of reason, and the mechanics, the age of mechanics, the age of the Enlightenment, the age of science, mechanics, words, thought, books, print. It all fits together as a way of thinking, as a way of consciousness. And this way of consciousness, of thinking, bulldozed over the Middle Ages and its way of knowing, which was through art and the Gestalt. The Gestalt is an art way of seeing that grasps the whole. So if you see a painting, you may sit there looking at it for hours trying to figure out what it means by trying to put it together. You either see it or you don't. It's ironic jokes. You either get the joke or you don't. If you don't get the joke, somebody may may try to explain it to you, and you may get, I see, but you don't really fall on the floor laughing. So irony, particularly with ironic jokes, is a Gestalt. It's a way of knowing that sees the whole in one Gestalt or grasp. And the whole, is laughter in ironic jokes. And Laurel and Hardy. We fall on the floor laughing at Laurel and Hardy, even though we've seen it 100 times. Why is that? Laurel and Hardy evokes the Gestalt. We see the absurdity of Laurel and Hardy in one whole, not by piecing it together, scene by scene. You see it as the whole. So Gestalt seeing is seeing something directly, all at once, as a whole, like in a picture. When you have a picture of something, you see the whole, all the parts in one Gestalt, or a whole, and the picture is greater than all the words. The picture is greater than all the parts. But our culture, for the last 500 years, has been seeing the parts first and then arriving at the whole. And now we're in an age that is just the opposite. Video now, pictures are the means to truth, not books, not print. Look at the change in the way print has had just in our lifetime. In my lifetime, newspapers have gone from, we said books with no print to being a books full of print. We look at a book now, so I can't read this, there's no pictures. Newspapers, print, pictures. We want to see the picture, and then the print follows. Prior to this, in the height of the print age, print was dominant. Everything was print. Have a little bitty picture. Just a little bitty picture, but all was print. We can't read that now. We put that down. We can't. It's all talk. It's all pictures. We want all image, all thought, thinking. You see, we don't want to be told what the truth is. We want to see it for ourselves directly, and that direct seeing is communicated through video, through pictures, through the image, not print. Not philosophy, not theology. So that's why people say, nobody's reading anymore. Well, that's because consciousness is changing. Doesn't mean anybody's less intelligent. It just means that the age of the Gutenberg print press is over. The age of the print press is over. And we're in transition, so we don't really understand it because one foot's in print, one foot's in image. But we're moving away from print towards video, towards image. TikTok is an example. We're communicating truth through video. Of course, now with video, you see, it's linear. You have to watch the whole thing. But with a picture, you get the whole in one grasp. You get the whole in one grasp. So when I say the art of movies, I'm talking about seeing the whole movie in one grasp. Seeing your whole life in a kitchen drama. Poets, the Zen masters pointed that, a whole ocean in a grain of sand. The whole mountain in one viewpoint. Your whole life in one instance, you see. Your totality is in every part, but we've lost that. So now we got to put all the parts together in order to see the whole. When the whole is embedded in every part. This is what Zen is all about, is seeing the whole in a part, in a little drama. And it's, all these Zen quotes on Facebook, all these little Zen quotes, people, you join a Buddha group and what do you get? Buddha quotes. Nobody pulls them apart. Nobody meditates on them. You just keep repeating more Buddha groups. It's like going to church and saying amen to everything. Amen, amen, amen. You go home. What have you done? What do you know? Nothing. So the idea I'm jumping around here, so stay connected. We're looking at the shift in the way we know reality from print and linear and being told what reality is through print, through instructions, through newspapers, to seeing what's real. Seeing directly. Seeing for myself, you see. And so the great newspaper pictures, the great art of photography, is when the artist, the photographer, catches the whole in one picture. And you either see it or you don't. If you see it, you go, oh. If you don't, that's just another picture. So we're all in this situation of either seeing the whole, which is wonder or terror, or just, what else is new? And flip the page. So we go right now, we're in two modes of being. Either we just keep flipping the page, flipping the video, flipping the TikTok for what's new, flipping the news, flipping the channels for what's new, what's new, what's new, what's new. Or we see the whole in what's old. In one event, if you see directly, you see the whole of the situation in one event. But that situation is more than a situation. It's reality. You can see your whole life in one picture. One family picture, you can see the whole family. One event, you can see the whole situation. In one event, you can see the whole history of America. There's no end to that. There's no end to seeing the whole in the part. When your seeing, your knowing shifts from segregation to integration, from seeing parts to seeing gestalt. Perception of the whole in the part is awakening. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you can chew on that a little bit. Tune in for the next Zen and the Art of Movies.